welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we got the Latitude Carbon SS sticks here. I decided I need a new pair of sticks for the season.
And I decided you needed one.
Nah, redo. Okay, let's redo it. Boom! Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here we are today. We got the heavyweight showdown. We have the Latitude Carbon SS versus the Tethered one stick. We're gonna put both of these sticks to the test and see which one comes out on top. We didn't just get these sticks to grade them today. We also
got the same stick for you.
That's right.
So we loaded these up with aiders, cell strips. They're ready to go. These sticks are for Dylan. He's gonna run these all year. I have the Tethered one sticks, but we picked up another set. We're gonna rig them up. We're gonna get them ready for you too. So at the end of this video, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment below. That's how we're gonna pick our winner. And tell us what sticks you used today, which one of these sticks you like best, whatever you want, leave us a comment, and we're gonna draw a winner.
Okay, first test we're gonna do is we're gonna put both of these, I'm gonna put both of these on the tree, strap them in, and I'm gonna give you guys my first impression. A little background, I just came back from a trip where I used Justin's Tethered one sticks, and these are my new pair of sticks, so I'm really gonna have kind of a feel for both. And that way I think I can give you guys more of an accurate reading. Justin might be a little biased after a season, I don't know, potentially.
Definitely.
So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with the Tethered, and I'm gonna go through the process of putting it on the tree. So, right out of the gate, I mean, this thing is solid. I just used this in North Dakota, and I mean, I didn't really feel like I had any issues with this at all. Pretty simple design. It's really sleek. It's small. So we're just going to go over, and then we're going to start crisscrossing here and back around. Seat that bad boy, which it bit pretty darn quick. And then you can go ahead and do whatever you do with this access rope. Sometimes I just leave it, or if I have the time, I'll tie it up real tight. The other thing I do like about the Tethered one stick is how the aiders are, and granted mine are very new, so I got to figure out my system, but what Justin has rigged up is you just get rid of this cord, bam, aider drops right down. Same type of aider, he made these, and they worked great out there. You can see it even formed to my foot while I was out there.
Yeah, a couple of tips is hex is much better than PVC, or better than gas line. I see a lot of people using gas line. Gas line will actually, the AM steel will rip through the gas line eventually. That's what happened to me last year. The PEX is a lot stronger. It still holds that form, but it keeps it spread out and it's gonna last longer. And then this little bungee hack, gotta give somebody else on YouTube credit for that. That is an epic hack right there. Bungee strap around the bottom, then you can strap your aiders to it.
Yep. So, I mean, first impressions, it bit well. I mean, I don't really need to sip on it, but didn't go anywhere, barely went down anymore. It's ready to go. I mean, couldn't get any simpler, really. So this is a great stick, which I knew it was, so I'll be curious to see how the Latitude compares to it.
Yeah, not even wrapping it up, killing my OCD. All right.
All right.
And the new Latitude
Carbon SS. This will be the first official use for me with these, so I'm curious. First initial thought is I'm definitely gonna have to figure out something with the aider to either fold them up or do something that kind of gets it out of the way, but they're brand new, so we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, if you have any ideas, leave that in the comment too. It was I didn't find much about that, to be honest. Already on YouTube, I couldn't find the best way, so please help us out if you can.
Yeah, I'll be curious with how they stack, if we can figure out a better way. I don't mind that the AM steel's on the one side. I don't think that's a problem at all.
No.
The feel is, I can tell you that they're pretty close to the same weight, especially on the specs, but they feel a little, just like a slight bit heavier, but they feel way more sturdy in a way. I will say that. I haven't really got on them yet. But
they feel heftier.
Yeah.
Like they're definitely I would say maybe a couple ounces heavier, right? Like,
yeah.
But not, so when you have a pack of 4, you can tell, or pack of 3, you can tell, but it's not like I mean, put them up against any metal stick, it's going to be night and day still.
Yeah, no, I think the construction is perfect. I do like it a lot. So let's see how this bites around the tree. So with the Latitude Carbon 6, it's a little different. You start from the bottom here, and then you start doing your crisscross applesauce. But one kicker, on the same side, you come back around and then seat it into this clip. Then you would bite it.
Yeah, a little different, but not
into
really.
the tree.
You just want to make sure you're crossing the ropes, get the right bite on there so it's not slipping on you.
Yeah.
Am steel is slippery, so any of your knots or anything can use caution. Make sure you're doing it the right way.
Do it again for the sake of it. I'm not going to tie it. I'm just going to get into it. So 1-step aider on this bad boy that Justin tied for me today, literally like 2 hours ago. So let's give her a try. Crock and all. I mean, pretty much the same result. Bit into the tree really nice.
Yep, it's doing its job.
It's not really going anywhere. It's got a lot of foot room. It's just, I think they're really the same. Like you put them together, that top foot pad,
yeah,
they're pretty much the same length. That's what I like about them, both really, is that when I'm sitting here and dinking around with my stuff, my foot's not resting on a little bar. It's at least got some sort of platform.
Right.
For it, you know?
Yeah, and what Dylan's talking about right here, it's not so much the spacing, the step off. He doesn't mind that. There's a lot of sticks that just have the step right across and they don't have this. This provides your foot a lot of extra support when you're climbing, especially when you're setting a platform or something, when you can kick your feet sideways, kind of duck foot, whatever, and you can get so much more.
Especially when you're in Crocs, you know?
Right, especially when you're in Crocs. That's when you really feel those.
Yeah, jeez. And then the aider.
The aider's really sucking Crocs. There's nothing you can do about that.
Nothing you can do about that, but the aider worked perfectly.
Yep.
Man, I think that's a hard one to judge. First impression is that I feel like it's hard to choose between either of them, just putting them on the tree. I feel like they both did exactly what you wanted them to, fast, efficient, and they stuck to the tree.
What more can you ask for?
What more can you ask for? Just climb up the dang tree.
Right.
Well, let's get up in the saddles, and then let's talk about the things that are truly going to matter here as I take this off. Pretty much kind of the same concept in a way.
Yeah, we'll go over some specs. We'll mess around with them a little bit.
Go over some specs, mess around with them, see how much we can to truly see which one might be better, and give you guys a review.
Yeah. Maybe we'll even break one of them so you only get a 2-pack instead of a 3-pack.
Yeah. You're right. Let's throw it in the pond. Oh, God.
Oh.
All right, guys. So we're up here. We didn't use the platforms because we figured we'd just sit on the stick and kind of give our review of it. And if we sit on it long enough, maybe we'll, I don't know, maybe we'll get a feel for if our feet really hurt or not. I know we're in the saddle. But,
And you're in Crocs.
and I'm in Crocs, so, you know.
That's not a fair comparison, and obviously you wouldn't be using these for this purpose. But you guys liked the last video where we were in our saddles and just kind of shooting the breeze on the product, so that's kind of what we're going to do.
That's right. And, yeah, tip number 1, always wear boots. But so far, putting them both on the tree, man, I honestly could not give you a grade. And that was 100% the first time I put this stick on the tree.
Right.
Minus watching a video and Justin telling me how I was supposed to wrap it. Like,
happens.
They both did exactly what you would expect from a quality stick.
Yeah.
They're both pretty lightweight. They both have a foot platform where you're not just sitting on the bar. They both bite to the tree really well, and they held.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's metal, I want to say that the tether maybe bites a little better just because it seems like the metal actually digs in where that plastic kind of rides on top, but it does a way better job than I was thinking. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, I wasn't really a fan of those sticks when I bought the tethereds. And I think the biggest thing for me was this right here. When I'm climbing, it's not really a big deal on this first stick, but like climbing up second, third stick, I'm kind of extra precautious. I like to get my fingers in there, grab a hold. And how the Latitude sticks are all flat there, you can't really get your fingers in there and get a grip around.
That's true.
But other than that, man, they're pretty impressive. And for pretty much a third less of cost than the tethered sticks, right?
Yeah, so let's talk about specs here. So we'll throw them up on the screen right here, you know.
Right there.
Right there. But I believe they're 2 ounces heavier for the latitude, right? 1 or 2 ounces, one of the two.
I think they claim to be 1 ounce heavier.
Yeah. You can definitely tell with all sticks strapped up, one versus the other. It's harder to tell, but they're a tiny bit heavier. The price wise, just like Justin was saying, is $2.50 for a pack of 3, and the tethered 1 sticks are, correct me,
$3.50.
$3.50 for a pack of 3.
Yeah,
so
$3.50. They're not cheap. They're not cheap. And I feel even bad saying that the latitudes are heavier, because you put these against any metal stick out there, either of these, and it's gonna blow your mind.
yeah.
Like when you grab one of these out of the package, you're talking 1 or 2 ounces of difference between the two, but compared to a regular stick, you're talking a pound difference, which is astronomical. So 4 sticks or 3 sticks, you're getting half the weight. It's crazy. Both of these sticks feel awesome to work with, to carry. You don't even notice they're there. And I would say, like, yeah, you put them on your backpack, you're not gonna really notice if it's 4 pounds or 8 pounds. Where I notice the weight is when you're climbing a tree. Because I have all my sticks, I have this little clip here, and I clip all my sticks right here. As I'm climbing, I take one off, one off, one off. And that's where you can really notice that weight difference, is when it's on your hip compared to on your backpack walking in.
Yeah, so that'll be different, because I just used yours, and they were all on one side of the saddle.
Right.
With these ones, it'll be a little bit different. I'll have to be, you know, first stick is already going to be on, and then just like I did last year, a beaner on each side, and then 1 stick on each hip, essentially, as I climb. Which, in theory, would distribute the weight a little better, potentially.
Right.
Obviously, if you throw in a 4th stick, might get a little hairy. But
yeah, I don't even know if I used 4 sticks once this year.
Yeah.
With the aiders, and I have a 2-step on my bottom aider. I didn't do that for you just because that would involve splicing and everything, which I'm not an expert at. So one step aider on 3 sticks is going to get you where you want to be, because you don't even normally climb that high anyways.
No.
But I do like the tethereds. I don't mind having them all on one side because they're light. I like how they stick together. So I have them hooked on here on the bottom one, and then I can just pop 1 stick off. Boom, I get up there and I can pop it off. Where the latitudes are all strapped together, so either they're all together or they're all apart.
Yeah.
So, which isn't a big deal. You just have to make sure, like we talked about in our saddle video, is have a plan, right? Like Dylan said, 1's going on the tree and then 1 on each hip. That's not a big deal. You just have to know how you're going to get up the tree.
Right. Well, I think the next part, I'm going to throw you a little curveball here. We got our initial thoughts here of me putting them on the tree.
Yeah.
You're in sticks that you've been in for a season.
Yeah.
I say we get down and we switch.
Okay.
All right. You got me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back in. And, I mean, okay, first initial impressions with a croc. Not that it ever really matters, but something tells me that I'm not the only one to ever hunt in crocs. So.
Oh, I lost one in Wisconsin.
So, as far as with a croc on, these, so the tethered ones have a little more, because it's metal, they have more of actual like ribs in a way that I can feel.
Teeth, yeah.
With my foot. Granted, if I have boots on, it's not gonna matter.
No.
But I feel it. Like, it's definitely got that metal construction to it.
Yeah, which, you know, might be a good thing. That's a good time to say too, we don't currently have the grip tape, the glow grip tape on here. Latitude's actually sold out on their website. We're gonna try to find, I think we ordered some Amazon stuff we're gonna put on there.
Yeah. That's
glow grip tape. It's not the Latitude one, but we're gonna stick it on there, and that'll help too. Because these are just kind of smooth plastic. It's got these ribs. I don't see you ever really sliding off of here. That's gripping really good, but it'll help too. I will say right off the bat, one thing I noticed the most in the tethereds is when you kind of step out on the edges of the bottoms and you put weight on one foot or the other, you can actually watch that pull flex.
Yeah.
And this one, I can see it a little tiny bit, but not as much as the tethered flex is. So I think it just goes back to, it is an ounce or two heavier, but I think you're getting, even though it's plastic versus titanium, I think you're getting a sturdier product. That's what it feels like.
It looks sturdy.
Not that I've had an issue with the tethers at all, but.
Yeah, but I could see it too, that there is a little bit of a flex.
Yeah.
Not that much it's gonna matter, but yeah, I mean, they look real sturdy when I'm looking at them.
I think that's gonna be any ultralight stick, which there's not really a lot on the market, but I mean, you got to give something up to get that weight down.
Yeah. So, okay. So packability, what do you rate each one?
I'll give the edge to tether because of their stacking, and maybe there's a better way for the 8ers that we haven't found, so let us know. But I'd say if you put your 8ers on and that you have that nice little bungee hack, and then the plugs, I gotta give the edge to them.
Yeah, I would even say I'll give the edge to tether on packability. I think the way that they stack and not needing a strap is kind of speaks for itself. I think Latitude's still up there and it's still pretty easy, but
yeah,
it's very convenient the way that Tethered has them for packability, I will say.
It's just one less thing you have to do. Like I even, sometimes depending on how much time I have or whatever, I'll even be like stacking them together as I get down the tree. So when I get down, I'm pretty much done. I don't have to try to put them together.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So, but there was, what I did notice, just laying them on the ground next to each other, the Latitudes are actually, when you put 3 of them on top of each other, profile is a tiny bit smaller. But their profile is actually smaller. It's probably the square tubing versus the round or whatever. But they stack a little bit tighter than the tethers do.
Yep. So
Not much.
Stack tighter, but the tethers hold together a little better without the strap.
Yeah.
Boy. Having a really hard time giving one a actual grade compared to the other because I think
we're lucky to have both of them, to be honest. Like a lot of people watching, all of you guys are, you know, a lot of people will be lucky and happy to have either one of these sticks. I'm happy to have the tethers. You know, you're happy to have these. Somebody watching is going to be happy to have a set too, and we'll rig them up. Loudness, I will say, and it's been a year since I pulled the tethers out of the box, but I remember those things were loud too. That titanium clinking was like a whole nother level. This plastic, carbon, whatever they want to call it, clinking together sounds like a couple of milk crates. It is loud too. They're both extremely loud. You have to either be very careful and good at what you do, or stealth stripping, which is what I prefer. So they're gonna come stealth stripped out for you. It took a lot of stealth stripping there. I mean, that was probably another,
that's right, dude,
$20-$30 of stealth stripping. We got an 8er on every one of these. This is a valuable package. You're gonna be ready to hunt.
Yep, these bad boys are gonna come pack of 3. They're gonna be stealth stripped out by Justin himself, by Mr. OCD. They're gonna have the 8ers, they're gonna be strapped up. You're gonna be taking them to the woods as soon as you get them in the mail. So that's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, they both come with a similar AM steel tie down. The step to step, like height is roughly the same, if not exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're very comparable. I guess like
I will say that my grade is going to come down to one single thing and one thing only, and that's price. I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with either one. And the weight's not much different. Packability, there's a little bit of a difference, but you kind of get over the hump. But for $100 less, you can have pretty much the same quality. Pretty darn close.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me I'm wrong. Can't tell me I'm wrong. $100 more.
But I mean, you know, you're buying the best of the best already. You know, so for me, is that $100 gets you exactly what you want? Because if I had these, what I'm gonna be always wishing they had was an attachment, like some sort of better attachment, some sort of, and maybe it's just me because I like that really clean everything together, and these don't quite check that box. But if I really want to save $100, 100%. These are an equal stick. On the tree, they're an equal stick.
Yeah, I would say I guess it depends on what you want to spend and which brand you like the most. I mean,
honestly, if you just want like the sturdiest, lightest stick possible, I think this might be your stick. If price wasn't a factor, which stick? If price was not a factor, which stick would you pick up?
That's a tough one. Speaking of which, I need my knee pads.
I would grab the tethered sticks. If they were the same price.
So money isn't an option.
Yep, they're the same price.
Dude, I really don't know. And it's probably because I haven't used those for a season yet. I could tell you, I want to say the Latitudes because I just feel like they're more of me. Like I kind of wanted a little bulkier up there for my feet. Like that's what I wanted. I like a really sturdy construction. I am not much of a, I mean, obviously you guys saw the beginning of the video, I just threw them all on the ground and Justin probably had a heart attack. Like I don't really care about the clean, everything's together fit, like, especially when I'm done hunting. Like I just wrap those baby up whatever way they need to go and get out, dude.
Stuff them in your sack and leave.
Yeah, so like for me, I think I'd rather do the Latitude, and that's kind of why we got them. So
yeah, and
I think one of you guys are gonna be really happy with them.
Yeah, for sure. Either way, you can't go wrong with either one of these sticks. I love a light stick, you know, especially having a bunch of high-end stuff like we do have. I just think you get a lot for your money when it comes to that, especially the price of sticks are just going through the roof anyways. That's why these are even more appealing. It's like you can get a pair of Hawks or whatever. Like if you get a set of those, what are those, 100? Like I've seen them for 100, but you pay 150. It's like now you might as well just buy these for sure.
I agree.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Oh, crazy.
Can I get back in here?
Dude,
they want to be on my knees.
Such trash. Yeah, I need me one of these. Shout out Lone Wolf. If there are any Lone Wolf staffers out there that want some Latitude sticks, we can make a deal.
Shout out Lone Wolf, shout out Painted Arrow, man. ASAP. Alright, this is how you guys are going to win a set of Latitude Carbon SS sticks. You're going to like this video.
Yep. And
you're also going to subscribe to the channel because you want to see more of the saddle talks, more of the comparisons, and more of things getting shot. So we're going to do that. You're going to need to like it, subscribe to the channel, and then you're going to need to comment below what sticks you use now, what you like about them, maybe you don't like them, and just kind of put what your take on all this is. So like and subscribe, comment below, put in what your preference is, and then you will be entered into the giveaway.
That's right. So once we get to 500 subs, we're gonna give these away. October 1st is opening day of archery season here in Michigan. I know it's for a lot of you in other states very similar. So our goal is to give these away by October 1st. And if this goes well, we're gonna give a lot more stuff away to you. So let's keep it going.
That's right. 500 subs. Once we get to 500, these bad boys are getting shipped out. So faster we get there.
We're gonna have to think of a cool way to pick our winner. We might have a shoot off or something, or you know, Total Archery does the random wheel shot or something like that. We'll think of a cool way. Maybe we'll go live on YouTube or something.
That's right.
TikTok. We'll do a short. Make sure you're following because you're gonna have a limited time to claim your prize.
Conclusion: 50-50, I think right now. I think Latitude and Tethered, you can't go wrong with either.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna love one of those bad boys right there once we hit 500 subs.
I know. I'm gonna go home and start wrapping up that other set.
All right, let's go. All right, guys, make sure again like and subscribe, comment below for it. Appreciate all the support that we have gotten so far in the first month of doing this channel, and we're gonna keep bringing you these videos and a lot of hunting videos coming at you soon. See you later.